Tell me about this one, bro.
So this is my buddy Justin Bruins. This is his 54 Bel Air, and he's been a good friend of mine for about 25 years, and he just came to me and said, hey, let's do your thing on this. And he said, do whatever you want. And basically he said, I want gold, coppers, orange colors. And I just said, you know what, let's flame it. It's been a minute since I've done a flame job, let's just do it. I brought a bunch of different elements into it again. I did fades with the pearl fades in the centers and around the window.
Was this one of the first cars you ended up using our candies from beginning to end, like on a bigger project? Because you've been using our stuff for a little bit.
Candies on a complete, yes.
On a complete, I think this was the first one because you've been using it for patterns, but
yes,
I think this was your first complete.
Yeah.
How was it? Like,
I love it. So the way I did this is to save on material. I really thought about it. Traditionally, what I would have done is shot the whole base and clear coated it, then the flames, clear coated it,
back tape everything.
Back tape, pinstripe, clear coat. So you got 3 or 4 clear coat sessions. What I wanted to do was save on my clear material. So while it was in primer, I laid out the flames. I shot the flames in gold flake on top of the primer.
Okay.
So on top of the primer is the gold flake. Then I backmasked the flames completely. Then shot the base in between the flames, which was a mixture of golds and different color base coats, and then unmasked it, and then completely candied the whole thing.
No.
At that point, okay, and then clear coated it. From there, I was able to color sand it, and then what that allowed me to do was have my material level at the same, so I didn't have that step. So I was able to do this in 2 clear coat sessions versus 4, 3 to 4.
Big difference.
Yeah.
I just love the fading you did.
Yes, all the fading down the bottom is the Merlot candy, and then it fades up into I want to say this was Zenith Gold. There's Zenith Gold and a couple other ones.
Yeah.
There's no orange in this. It's all gold over the base coat, and it turned orange.
It looks phenomenal, bro. Yeah. I just like the fading on it, and it's like real soft and settled. There's no, because I've seen some fades that you can see where it breaks.
Yes.
Here it looks like it just melts right into the color.
And the trick with doing that is I actually add the candy concentrate into my pearl base coat to tone up my pearl, and then the final fade is with the candy.
I got you.
So all this fade around the windows is just toned up pearl base coat with candy.
It makes it. That's why it is so dope, bro. How much time you think you got into this? Oh, I see the gold. Yeah. Is that gold pearl that you have in here?
Yeah, there's gold pearl on top. I forgot. There's
it's all over the orange.
Yeah, there's the Interstellar Gold over the top of it as well. I love that Interstellar.
Yeah, I know. Well,
I love the white, the gold, all of them.
I think one of the things I like about you as a painter, you're not scared of using pearl.
Oh yeah,
dude, like 20 colors of pearl.
Mix pearls in my candy and make a candy base coat with pearl. Yeah, absolutely.
How much time you think from beginning to end you got?
This was about 6 months from beginning to end.
Did you end up doing body work on this car or no?
I did. From the belt line up, I stripped it. No, actually from this crease here all the way up, I stripped it. The car came to me in body works. It was supposed to be ready for paint, and it wasn't.
I think that's a story with everybody.
Yeah, so I had to strip it from here up, all of this, and re-body work it. Fix the drip rails. They were a little wonky. Fix all these body lines here because it was bad. I had to get everything lined up because it was. So there was quite a bit of work that went into it before I even.
Yeah, because the car has a nice chop to it. So you were just kind of making sure the body work made it look like it came from factory.
Yeah, exactly. Because some of the lines were just not off. Like this line wasn't even here. It was just mud right into that.
No, really?
Yeah,
it just moved it all out.
Well, once I got the mud off, the body line was there. They just mudded it. Yeah.
So it was just the body line, and then it just
faded into nothing. Yeah.
Now you did the right thing because it looks exactly where it needs to be. Yeah. And then this is covered in SPI,
all Universal.
Oh, Universal.
Yeah, this is all SPI Universal.
You've been using Universal.
I've been using Universal for about 12 years. I love it because I can stack it and not have a problem.
Yeah. No, this car is gorgeous. I think this car is one of the cars we run commercials with.
Yes, it is. It is. When it was still when it wasn't even finished. It was in the, I think when I first brought it out, and spraying candy and clearing it.
Yeah,
I don't even think it was pinstriped yet.
I just love it. I think it's like one of those cars that doesn't have a lot to it, but you look at it, you can appreciate, and the bodywork is laser straight, the color's done, the flames are perfect, and that's like little things you got going on.
And that's the thing, this was supposed to be flamed all the way down, and once I got this belt line and I came up over the hips, I just stood back and I was like, you know what? That's it.
You did the right thing because you can appreciate the fade.
Yep.
Because I think if you would have done, you might lose the fade, and I love the fade.
Well, and that came after. The fade wasn't originally going to be there. It happened because there was nothing else down there. I wanted to ground the vehicle more.
Yeah, well, you did it, bro. The car looks killer.
Yeah.
Now, and you have the dash and everything.
Yep. That's all the Merlot. And that's the dash was already painted. I just kind of brought that out, the Merlot into the, and you can see I brought it on the.
Okay. Oh, that looks dope.
Yeah.